expert says. A dark empath is someone who understands someone else's emotions and uses it to manipulate and take advantage of other people. Dark empathy is a trait describing someone who understands another's emotions but can't feel them. In 2020, psychologists coined the term dark empaths to describe people who tend to have trouble with emotional empathy or physically feeling the emotions someone else is experiencing. Dark empathy isn't a diagnosable mental health condition but a personality trait that people may embody to different extents, according to PsychCentral. How do you know if someone is a dark empathy? Here are the most 4 dangerous signs you are dealing with one. 1. Their jokes are always sarcastic. If someone relies on sarcasm to write off hurtful or malicious comments as jokes, it can mean they have dark empathy. If you notice someone often jokes about people they deem inferior, that may also suggest. 2. They try to guilt trip you often. Guilt is another common manipulation tactic for dark empaths, researchers say. If you notice someone always attempts to guilt trip you when you don't agree with what they say, think, or do, it can mean they're a dark empath. 3. They're constantly gossiping. Therapist says, if you notice someone act kind and agreeable to others, but they turn around and gossip, it could mean they have dark empathy. They said dark empaths tended to focus on what they could get out of relationships. When they don't like what they get, they can act in vindictive ways, like talking about loved ones behind their backs instead of being honest about the cause of their dislike. 4. They are great emotional manipulators. Emotional manipulation is one of their strongest suits. Dark empaths are dangerous beings, not because they can physically harm you like psychopaths, but because they have the ability to understand others' emotions well and then bend it according to their will and easiness. Empathy for a dark empath is clearly a means to an end. Now don't get me wrong, not every human is the same and certainly not every dark empath is the same. They can connect with people easily and will not necessarily harm anyone emotionally either, but can they persuade people easily? Yes. Do they use this ability for their personal ease? Sometimes. Finally, I think it's important to realize that empathy can have a dark side. We need to be aware that just because someone feels empathy, this doesn't necessarily mean they automatically feel compassion or sympathy.